Hey guys, Twinstinct here and welcome back to another video. So I haven't been making content for a couple of days, so I've been completely rebranding my channel. So new channel art, I've sorted out a new intro for my videos, and I now do have an Instagram page, so please go check that out and follow me on there as well. I'd really appreciate the support. So today we have a 4-1 set in Great League. This team was recommended to me by a member of the community on my comment section. So we have Skarmory on the lead with Azumarill and Shiftry in the back. So as soon as I read this comment from a member of the community, I was really excited to try this team out, and it did work really well. What I am concerned about is after Monday, when Sky Attack gets nerfed and Bubble gets nerfed, this team may not be as viable, but I'm sure will still be a very strong choice. So guys, please do like and subscribe as always if you're enjoying my content. We've got a slightly longer video today because of this intro, but stick with me and let's get straight into this. Okay guys, moving straight into the first matchup. We have got Skarmory on the lead against an Altaria. Quite a favourable lead for us here. It's pretty even between these two Pokemon. We do get to the Sky Attack first. They smartly switch into a Stunfisk, I believe, to catch the Sky Attack, which is very smart there. Still does a nice amount of damage, but we do have a counter for Stunfisk in the back with Azumarill, so we can switch straight into that. Get the bubble damage starting to add up. Just doing a massive chunk of the Stunfisk's health there. We will go for an Ice Beam. They do shield there. Stunfisk very spammy. Goes for the Earthquake there. Catches me a little bit off guard, but I will get to the Ice Beam. They shield again there to preserve the Stunfisk. We will throw up the shield. Almost got rid of the Stunfisk, then a Wishcash comes in to catch the Ice Beam this time. Very smart switch from this player here. Catching my charge moves. We'll let this go through because we barely have any health left, so we've caught the energy there, and then we can come in with Shiftry here. Super effective damage. I believe the opponent is out of shields, so this Leaf Blade will be going straight through, taking out that Wishcash there. Now the Altaria will come back in, we can switch back into Skarmory. And this is a favourable matchup for us again. We can safely shield the Dragon Pulse there because we do have a spare shield. Then the Stunfisk comes back in, we can farm down the Stunfisk. And then the Altaria comes back in, we can go straight for the nuke, which is the Brave Bird. And that'll be finishing up the matchup quite nicely there. Well played to the opponent. That was a great match. Very smart switching all round there. Very exciting. Moving straight into the next matchup. We've got Skarmory on the lead against a Swampert. Another favourable lead for us here. Our Sky Attack damage is really going to hurt that Swampert, but we do switch into Shiftry to catch the Hydro Cannon. Doesn't do a lot to us, and the damage on there is absolutely insane. I accidentally hit Leaf Blade here instead of Foul Play through inexperience with Shiftry there. I haven't used it very much, and I just clicked the wrong move, but we will get to another charge move. I do decide to throw up the shield there because we want to get to this Foul Play. And I think it does actually bait the opponent because they might think I've only got Leaf Blade, but I did throw the Foul Play there and do a massive chunk of the Altaria's health, which is good for us. We can come back in with Skarmory, so the opponent still isn't aware what we have in the back, which is always handy. The opponent does shield there, so I'd have been very close to taking out the Altaria. A Sky Attack now coming at us. We can safely let that go through, it doesn't do a lot to us. We can farm up a little bit of extra energy. Safely shield here. Go for the Sky Attack now with a bit of extra energy stored up. I'll be taking out the Altaria quite comfortably there. Then an Azu comes in. Unfortunately I wouldn't have got to the Brave Bird, so the Sky Attack will have to do, but the opponent is out of shield, so we can go straight for the health there. Now it's Azumarill versus Azumarill. We are quite ahead on it. Health, thankfully, from the Sky Attack going through from the Skarmory. And we luckily do have play rough as well on our Azu to counter other Azumarils. See there, it does a lovely chunk of the health. The ice beam would not do much whatsoever. As we find out there from the opponent, and they bring Swampert back in, we can go for the play rough, which I think probably just about be enough to take out the Swampert. It is. Then the Azumaril comes back in. They do get to the charge move first, unfortunately, but it's only an ice beam, as I said, doesn't do a lot of damage. Luckily we get to an ice beam, and that is taking out their Azumaril very nicely there. Another good matchup. Okay guys, moving straight into the next matchup. Got Skarmory on the lead against another Altaria. Altaria lead, very popular. We go straight for the Sky attack here. We do get to it first, which is always a bonus. Does a lovely chunk of damage on the Altaria. It'd be interesting to see what's going to happen when Sky attack does get nerfed on Monday. And see how that changes up the meta. I'm very excited to see how things are going to change then. The opponent does shield there to preserve the Altaria. We can now shield here as well, and then comfortably farm down the Altaria, and then we've almost got another charge move stored up there. Go straight for the Sky attack. Either do a nice chunk of health or get a shield. We do the nice chunk of health there, which is just what we want. Now we can come in with our Shift Tree. They switch into a Bastion. I cannot stand Bastion. It is so overpowered. I think it needs nerfing, to be honest. It's just so much, like, unless you have Earthquake on your side, it's very difficult to beat. Like, bubble damage, they're super effective and it's barely doing any damage, but we'll go for an Ice Beam here. They do shield. It wouldn't have done much anyway. It really walls Azumarill, really, apart from the bubble damage, unless you've got Hydro Pump, which I don't, because I've got Play Rough to handle other Azumarils. The Stone Edge does a nice chunk of our health. And then we can go for the Play Rough this time. I was just trying to work out what does more damage, to be honest. That doesn't do a lot either. And then we do take each other out at the same time, thankfully, there. And now we've got a Leaf Blade stored on our Shift Tree, ready for their Azumarill. It doesn't quite take it out. They've got a charge move stored as well, which is an Ice Beam that almost takes us out, and then we just about managed to Bullet Seed them down. It's a very close match, very exciting there, very well played. Moving straight into the next match, we've got a very favourable lead here. We've got Skarmory against a Wigglytuff. They move straight into a Marowak. We can switch into Azu and start adding up that bubble damage. The opponent played into our hands there with that switch. It's just what we want. You go straight for an Ice Beam. Does a nice chunk of damage there, even though it's not very effective. We don't shield there. The Shadow Ball does a massive chunk of our health, but then we should be able to farm down the Marowak. We can. And now a Ferrothorn coming in. We go straight for an Ice Beam. I can't stand Ferrothorn either. It's a very tanky Pokemon. That's why I want to get some damage down on this thing, which we do with the Ice Beam there. Get a nice chunk of damage on there, but they've managed to farm up a lot of energy there. And then they switch back into Wigglytuff for some reason. We've got a Sky attack stored, so we'll go straight for that. Start adding up the damage on the Wigglytuff. Does a massive chunk of health. Even if they get a charge move, we can comfortably shield and farm down, which is what we want, to have a charge move stored for that Ferrothorn. In fact, we'll have 2 charge moves stored. We've got 2 Sky attacks ready for this Ferrothorn. We can start going to work. I do shield, but we've got another one ready. I could have charged up to a Brave Bird, but I didn't know if they had energy stored, so I wanted to get the damage down. They did, so smart play there to get that Sky attack off. That takes us out, and we do have Shift Tree in the back, but they have 2 charge moves stored, so luckily we saved that shield there. And then we can get to the Leaf Blade before the Ferrothorn gets to another charge move. And that does take out the Ferrothorn. Very well played to the opponent there. Another very exciting match. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that team there. As I said, it was a team recommended on my comment section on another video. Of course, I've now got an Instagram page, so please go and support me on that as well. I'll leave a link down in the description. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. You're getting some help from these videos. And I'll see you in the next one.